The Thrustmaster T150 is the company's cheapest force feedback wheel, and if I'm not mistaken, it's also the cheapest force feedback wheel in the market today. At $200, it even comes below Logitech's G29 and G920. Today I'll be unboxing and giving my first impressions on this wheel, and make sure to stay tuned for the review coming out in the next few weeks. The box itself has nothing too notable, just a few graphics displaying the wheel and pedals. Opening it up, you see everything tightly packed together and wrapped in plastic. Inside, you receive the plastic pedal set, the included table clamp, a user manual, and of course the wheel itself. But that's pretty much it regarding the unboxing. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. Now let's take a more in-depth look at what comes inside. Starting off, we have Thrustmaster's plastic table clamp. For whatever reason, the T150 cannot be hard mounted into a cockpit, and as a result, you're pretty much forced to use it. The good news is that I've used the same one in the past with another wheel, and it worked just fine, so I'm not too worried about it. Something I am worried about is the plastic pedal set. These are the lowest end pedals made by Thrustmaster, and they're the same ones that come with all the $99 non-force feedback wheels for reference. Pushing them down with my hand, they have decent resistance, with the brake pedal needing slightly more force to push down. They're made entirely out of fairly cheap plastic, have only two pedals, and they aren't adjustable in any way. Some notable things is that they can be hard mounted into a cockpit, and they have a cable management indent, but from just a first impressions perspective, that's pretty much all they have going for them. Now let's talk about the star of the show, the T150 itself. From a design perspective, it's relatively simple, but I do like the bright blue rubber grips it has on the side. As for my first impressions, I'm surprised with the amount of plastic it has nearly everywhere. Obviously, being a $200 wheel, I'm not expecting carbon fiber or anything like that, but I'm surprised that even the faceplate is made from plastic. The buttons aren't anything crazy and feel as you would expect. Imagine the buttons on an Xbox controller, for example. Something that did pleasantly surprise me, however, are the paddle shifters, which I immediately recognized are the same ones that my other, much higher end Thrustmaster rims use. These are made out of brushed metal and feel nice to push down. The rubber grips on the side of the wheel also feel nice on my palm, and I imagine I'll have no problem with them on track. The T150's wheelbase is also made entirely from plastic and looks as you would expect. Behind it are some ports where the pedals plug in and the power cable comes out of. Underneath it, you see where the table clamp hooks up, but other than that, there's not much notable here. So there you have my first impressions. At $200, I couldn't have expected anything crazy, but I'm definitely not too happy with the sheer amount of plastic used everywhere. Where the T150 will show its value, however, is in its in-game performance and force feedback capabilities, which I'm yet to test out. Once I do, however, I'll be releasing a thorough review on it, as well as comparing it to other wheels, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Finally, if you enjoyed this video or it brought any value to you, consider pressing the like button as it helps the channel grow. But with all that being said, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.